Truck stops. I'm at a TA, and this is a prime example of a truck stop that you do not want to park at. All right, I'm gonna try to get where you can see me. Before I show you this truck stop and why you don't want to choose a truck stop like this, and you damn sure don't want to park where I'm parked. But this thing doesn't feel right. Oh, there it goes. First, universal. Okay. You do not want. You want to be choosy where you park. Okay. You do not want to park head first into a parking spot. That's number one. Don't ever do that. For a couple of reasons. It's difficult to back out of there, one, and number two, your trailer is exposed. The doors are exposed. Okay. So what you want to do is back into a spot, or my suggestion for the Ubius, you guys are the rookies. I'm a rookie. I do not back between two trucks. If there's two spots, yeah, I have no problem with that. But if there's a truck on each side, this is spot in the middle, I'm looking for someplace else. Okay. Look for a safe place to pull in. Okay. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. We're still learning. We don't. You riding with me. I'm your mentor. We ain't ever gonna do that. Ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna teach you better options than to try to back between two trucks, and we don't have enough experience to do that. Okay. But ideally, you can pick a spot where you can pull all the way through to the forward spot, and you'll be facing out. Okay, that's called a pull through. That's ideal. Okay, and then somebody else is going to back in behind you, and your trailer doors will be against each other like that. Okay, that's what you want. So now your trailer can be open. Okay, and number two, let me see if I put it in here. I might not have. Yeah, I did. Hold on. This is an enforcer lock. Okay, I have two. When you join Swift, they're going to give you, not give you, I take that back, they don't give you shit. You're going to get an enforcer lock set. You're going to get a lock like I just showed you, and then you're going to have another one for the trailer to go over the fifth wheel connection. So you got to have it on. Put it on. It's going to protect your load. Somebody's looking. They're going to look for an easy target. And if all you guys have a little plastic seal on there, they're going to cut that off and go in the trailer and see if they can help themselves. Okay? But if you're parking at a truck stop, more likely than not, somebody's going to be pulling up behind you and y'all doors will be against each other. That ain't going to happen. Okay? But pulling head first into a parking spot, it makes for a very difficult back, to get out of there when it's time to leave. Okay, unless you can, there's room to keep on going forward, and then that's not really considered a head in. Okay, now, next thing, if all the trucks are facing one direction, face the same direction all the trucks are facing. Okay, don't be the oddball facing the opposite direction. Okay, I like to choose mom and pop type of truck stops, and again, if you ride with me, we're gonna find those. And the reason why I do that is because there's generally more parking available later in the day if you have to. I run early, and I stop early. So generally, when I stop, I can choose wherever I want to because there's gonna be a lot of parking, and that's key. So when you do that, you can choose to park, of course, close to the building. So if you're at a major brand truck stop and you want to go inside, maybe you're gonna take a shower or whatever, eat in there, whatever you're gonna do, it's not a far walk. okay? And it's a lot of foot traffic in and out of there, and more likely than not, you won't get blocked in, which brings me to my next point. Sometimes, depending on my mood, I'm in the mood to, write a bunch of jokes and shit. When I do stand-up shit, I don't go off a script. I just read the crowd and talk shit about people, But I do have people who say, hey man, I need jokes and shit. So I have to write those down so I don't forget them, and then I send it to them. Let me tell you something. Truck stops. Shit, it's a comedy show. It's a bunch of stupid ass people walking through hell. God damn. Man, I can just write a freaking journal on that shit. So sometimes I will park in the middle so I can watch people show up late and try to back in. That's some funny ass shit. If I want to talk about Swift, some people came back, man. Look here, I done seen people in W900s look like they've been driving forever. Now they whip them in there, but sometimes, boy, look, that shit funny in the motherfucker. The funniest thing is watching other people's expression when they think they shit finna get hit. And I know how to feel like, because it does. You get real close to you, you think your ass finna get hit, and boy, look, that's some funny shit. Okay? But the problem with parking in the middle of like several lanes, okay? They got 200 parking spots over there. That's row. And if you choose one of those middle to low rows, it's a good possibility that somebody may be parked horizontally in front of you. It happens, and they expect for you to, when it's time, if you're getting up for them, or they might just be doing a 30 or some shit like that, or it's just real crowded, bad weather, they got to get off the road, whatever. But they expect if you're going to leave to go tap on their window and say, hey bro, got to move, whatever. And nobody really give you a rash of shit. But why put yourself in a situation? So where you choose where you park, using a couple of different tools of logic, okay? And one of them is your ass ain't gonna be parked out forever. You want to get out, so you make sure you get into a spot where you can get out easily, okay? And you're about to find out and this motherfucker finna make me write a joke. Yeah, let me see. Let's see if he's gonna try. See, he pulled his brakes, so he may not. I thought he was gonna try to get into this spot right here. Okay, so anyway, while I got you facing this way, let's take a look at where I'm at and what I'm talking about. See how dark this parking lot is? And see the row of trucks? Down there where the lighting is the fuel island, and right on next to the fuel island is the country kitchen and the the TA building. But you can see how dark, and this parking lot is not well lit at all. Really bad. And see that the trucks alongside of me. And now look where I'm at. There's this little pickup next to me, and then that's trees and the fence, man. I mean, I'm in the back of this little bitty TA. Why did I choose this spot? Those are not parking spots. That guy right there, that he just took, he is not in a parking spot, and more likely than not, he's not gonna stay there. He may be doing a 30 or something. But all that is driveway. So why do you think I parked here? I mean, that's the only light. And behind me, let me see, open my door. Look, you can't even see back there. Okay? It's not really the ideal place, but again, why do you think I parked right here? Damn right, so I can get the hell out when I'm ready to leave. Okay? I'll be pulling out here probably, well, in 8 hours, so it would be about 3 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning when I pull out of here. Okay, so I don't want to be blocked in. I want to be able to get the hell out of here and run. So I might expect somebody to park here, but they're gonna leave enough alley and I'm gonna pull straight, and then I'm gonna angle, and I'm gonna pull right on up out of here. And I do not advise. Now I'm gonna separate the male and female. If you're a female, do not park here. Do not even stop at a truck stop like this, unless you can park right up against the front and where all the light is. Okay, I mean, you might be able to hold your own, and I really, truly, truly hope you do. But why? Why put yourself in that situation? And you know, trucking is a male-dominated field, and they will not try to jack with you when there's one person watching, because if one person watching, 4 or 5 people watching, and they see a guy approach you, you'll see 10 truck doors open, because nobody's gonna allow that shit to happen to you. That's just how it is. The guy come up to you and it's unwanted, he finna catch a beat down. There's gonna be a whole bunch of truckers on his ass. Okay. But he saw where you parked. Maybe 1 o'clock in the morning when everybody's asleep. You know. So park where you know that it's safe. If you got a gut feeling, then don't do it. Don't park there. Okay? And no matter who you're, rookie, male, female, no matter what it is, when you get ready to park, if you think you may have a little bit of a blind spot or something, don't forget, get out and look, get out and look, get out and look again. Get out and look 3 or 4 more times if you have to. If you can't find a better spot, somebody's walking, hey, I'm about to pull in this spot right here, do you mind? Now, people say, oh man, I ask somebody for help because, you know, they liable to let you run into something and it's still your fault. Come on, man. Yeah, it may already be your fault, but I don't live in a world that's always half empty. I don't believe that everybody walking is trying to get you, you know? And it's a lot of folks out here, the very vast majority is willing to give you some help. So always ask for help. But before we have to be in that situation, we're going to try to find a truck stop that has plenty of parking. Use the trucker app, Trucker Path. I showed you guys that, I think, in the previous video. And there's going to be truck stops on there. You just push truck stop, and then the loves, the TAs, and the pilots, and the petrol, and all them. And even the mom and pops will pop up when you choose truck stops. And then you can kind of blow it up and look real close and see how big those parking lots are at the mom and pops, you know. And those are good places to park. Really good places to park. Especially if your truck is self-sufficient like mine was. I'm not in my Volvo anymore. But, you know, I have everything I need in here. You know, except for toilet. You know, so if you got everything you need, then you can park pretty much anywhere. And even the road park, you know, the parking beside the rest areas. You know, there's rest areas with no amenities. They're just lanes to park. Last resort, okay? Those are last resorts. If it's not a big one, I would rather you choose a truck stop. Rest areas, by the way, are very, very difficult to get out of when it's time to leave. The way they're designed, most of them, when you pull out, you have to watch your trailer that it don't hit the truck next to you. They're not the easiest thing to get out of. Okay. These a truck stop itself is a lot less cumbersome, and those rest areas, man, they can get packed. The people will park in front of your ass, and you know, It just basically just block you in, and you just stuck there until they leave. I mean, it can be pretty bad. You know, and then you get some that just have no clue. You go tap them, hey, I'm trying to get out. You can't get out. You can't drive. Swift, blah, 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 blah. And this fucking asshole has parked in a position. I don't give a shit if you got 30 years experience, you can't get out because the way they park, but they got bad attitudes. These are just situations you don't want to get yourself in. And you don't have to. Just choose better places to park. You know, stay away from the assholes. We want to use well lit places. We want to use the enforcer locks on the trailers, and you want to park where you can get out. I might not be in the most well lit spot, but in the morning I'm gonna be able to get out of here. Okay, and that's what I look for when you park. Think you're gonna be leaving, so don't just park somewhere and then wake up and be pissed off that you blocked in. Well, shit, you chose the wrong spot, really. Yes, this asshole shouldn't have parked there, but it's a truck stop, and you know a lot of people driving these trucks, you know, they lost their brain, you know, 15 years ago, and you know, a million miles ago. They left it somewhere, and so they have no clue. So you have to have one. Okay, now, yes, I am in a fancy ass 2016 Freightliner. And I would rather be in this 2016 Freightliner than that 2019 Volvo. There's somebody had me on I was on a 4-lane highway. 2 lanes this way, 2 lanes that way. No shoulder either side. And then somebody's got my ass rolling up the road at 10 miles, maybe 10. I don't know, because the speedometer was gone, all the lights on in the dashboard, then the speedometer needle's on the ground. I had it, man. I had it. I don't want that. The truck just made me so goddamn pissed off. I'm happier that I'm in this goddamn 2016 than I am when I was in that truck, man. I mean, it's don't get me wrong, it's a nice running truck. It runs really, not run, sorry. It drives really well. It run like a fucking ass. It left me stranded. It didn't leave me stranded because I was able to keep rolling until I got off the highway, turned the truck off, let it sit 5 minutes, turned back on, and everything went back to normal. But why, man? Why would a 2019 with 106,000 miles on it? 106,000 miles is nothing. That's a puppy in the Ford truck. You know, when you're expecting 1 million miles out of that something, 100,000 is nothing. And you know, 10% of what you think the truck should last, and it is giving me so many problems, in such a short period of time. So they had to divert me to the Decatur yard there in Georgia, suburb of Atlanta, and we have a yard there, and that's where I spent the night yesterday, and woke up this morning wondering how frustrated I was going to have to get. But Swift, and I got a hell of a driver leader, but Swift, you know, I'm very glad I chose Swift. And I'm not saying any other company couldn't have come through for you, but they have come through for me on every occasion, every one of them. Every problem I've had, I was never alone. They've always come through for me. And I told them, I said, listen, I don't want to. I want to Easter egg hunt with my grandsons. You know, I mean, come on. That was the plan. And you know, I understand the truck broke down, but we got to fix the issue. I don't want to live in a problem. Let's live in the solution. So they found me this truck to drive. I hooked this truck up to my load, and I'm on the way. I'm rolling. I took everything out of that gut. Well, everything except whoever get 190644 after it comes back from Volvo. You got a TV. I left my TV in there for you. I'm gonna buy a new one, and when I get home, I'll buy a new one. Tomorrow I'll be there, so that I can make some Easter egg stuff for my grandsons. I have granddaughters too, but I don't know if they come to Easter egg hunt. But anyways, I'm sure next week. This truck's got 359,000 miles on it. So I'm fairly certain when I drop this load off in Dallas on Monday, I'll be headed to Phoenix to trade this one in and get my new truck. So goodbye to the Volvo, and I hope the next person that gets in it, I hope they have it fixed for them. And when I get to Phoenix, I'll write a report on that truck so that the person who comes behind me doesn't get screwed and all that shit that's wrong with it wasn't fixed. Okay, anyways, my video's getting long, and I gotta go to bed. I'm gonna do a split sleeper today. Okay, so that means 8 hours, and I'm already, I think, 2 hours in, so I gotta get me 6 hours sleep. So you do 8 hours, then you get, after 8 hours, you'll get back whatever you had remaining on your clock. So I should have about 5 hours, okay? And then you can drive that 5 hours. At the end of that 5 hours, you have to do 2 more hours in the sleeper or off duty, whichever one. And then you get your 8 back because you would have completed your 10-hour sleep, okay? That's how that works. We'll do a couple of those when you're riding with me as a mentor, so that way you can understand how to do that. It becomes very helpful, okay? So truck stops, just be real careful. Pick the right spot, well lit, okay, and safe, a safe place, okay. If I didn't answer the questions that you want, then please put them in the bottom, and I will answer you.